Hello and welcome to another episode of Lost in Minecraft. In this episode we will be putting all of our recent builds to good use as we go mining for diamonds. And that will lead us into some basic enchantment tips and tricks as we go. So, first up, we are going back into the basement down near where the nether portal is. Here's a hole I dug earlier. We are going to take this down as deep as we need to start to find diamonds. Now first up, we've already seen that there is a sort of large area of water beneath our base, so we're going to need to deal with that, so I'll show you how we will get on with that. I've just crafted myself a few extra torches because as we dig down it is going to get dark. As you can see, I am digging down in a sort of 1x3 form. You can probably get away with a 2x1 if you really needed to. And the way I do it is, you stand on the edge of one block and start digging your way down. Then if you end up with a cave or something beneath you, you won't instantly drop down. You'll remain on the block that you are, or drop down onto the next one, so you'll be alright. And as you can see here, this is where this sort of underwater lake is. So I'm just having a quick nosy around, making sure there are no underwater nasties, and I'm just blocking it in. Going to make sure that you pop up, get some air. See, the air gauge is now full again. It does drop very quickly. Just lining myself up, and we continue to build until we're nicely sealed across. Very low on oxygen that time. That's what I mean by it does go very quickly. Don't worry too much if you misplace blocks and things, just get it sealed. There are various different ways of getting rid of the water that's going to remain here. What I'm going to do is a very straightforward way. You can just place blocks, clears them out, gets rid of them all. So in this instance, we're just going to put down some blocks just like this. Use some dirt as well. Dirt is probably preferable. Just because it's easier to dig back up again. There you go, we can dig those out, and as you can see, the water is gone. So that's one area where we didn't put a block, so there's still a bit of water, and there it goes. Right, depending on what you're after, depends on how deep you need to dig. These are the sort of common layers that we can find all the different ores. Because we're looking at diamonds, we're heading down. It says there -59. That is a very common place to find it, but due to lava pools forming, we won't go quite that deep. I think we're going to take it down to about -54. So you can still get a lot of diamonds there, but don't risk digging a tunnel and having it suddenly flooding with lava. Which would be a most unpleasant situation. As you can see, we're just still continuing to dig down and dig down. At some point here, I sort of shifted to a 2 block and then onto a 3 block again. That's what I mean by you can suddenly have a cave open up beneath you. I think this is actually the second cave whilst doing this dig. It's far enough down that we can drop carefully. We'll take a bit of damage, but we can make sure we're clear. As you can see, I've been putting ladders down. That's going to be our primary means of getting up and down at the moment. So I've dropped down, and just like we did with the water tunnel, just filling it in. Obviously have to be a bit more careful. As you can see, there's a skeleton over there, and I think at some point here I encounter a couple of creepers. But now it's all sealed off. I've made a bit of a larger area. I'm going to pop a sign down just to let us know that there is in fact a mine shaft on the other side of the wall here, which way it sort of goes. Mine shafts are interesting underground structures. You can find quite a lot of sort of chests and things like that in them. It's a good place just for getting a whole heap of rail tracks, but we will not go too deep into it in this episode. But here we are. We have finally hit minus 54, and this is where we are going to be digging for our diamonds. I'm going to dig this area out, make a little underground base for us. I'll dig out the spaces just underneath the ladder and put some water in there. As you can see, we've got a nice little area here. We've got crafting tables and chests for storing stuff, a furnace for smelting. There's a bed on the other side. So a nicely established little base. As you can see on the left there, we have in fact uncovered some diamonds, but I'm not mining them up just yet. I want to see how this goes. Now, there are several different ways of setting up your mines, as we've discussed in the past. This is the sort of very common way. You do a 2-block high tunnel, but we're going to use a slightly different technique. As you can see, you are basically exposing it's 8 sides. Here you've got the back, the top, the 2 sides, the back, the bottom, and 2 sides. So for digging out 2 sections, you're exposing 8 total sides, so 4 per block, if you see what I mean. But if you dig out 1 block like this, you're exposing 5: the front, the top, the bottom, and both sides. But you may say, we can't crouch that low to dig like this. Here's a little trick. If you pop a little trapdoor down and close it, it squishes you down, so as if you're clambering around on your belly. You just step away from it and you stand back up again. By doing this, you can go in and you can dig yourself a single height block. Ideally, you just want to keep on digging, decide if you want to go 40, 50, 100 blocks, whichever. Ideally on this one I want to go probably about 100 blocks. Gives us a nice big long tunnel, lots of exposed bricks, and hopefully some diamonds. As you can see, we're just popping down torches as we go. We've come sort of about 80 blocks now, and here we have some diamonds. Again, I'm not digging them up just yet. We will be back for these. And here, as I can see, we have opened up another cavern. Quite a big one. Just have a quick nosy around. We've got some bad guys on the far side. But there's a good amount of redstone in here, so we may have to venture back here at some point. But for now, we will just use our trapdoor trick to get us back into our little mining tunnel. And from here, we are going to go along again and dig our way through. Now, there are various thoughts and ideas on how many blocks to leave between your tunnels. I'm leaving 3 blocks. Oh, some more diamonds. We're leaving 3 blocks because of the way that diamonds and such. There's some more diamonds. Kind of proving my point. Based on the way that diamond blocks spawn, they tend to be in sort of 2x2 sort of areas. So leaving an extra block, there's less to dig out, but you're still likely to find what is available. So now we've uncovered quite a lot of diamond gear, so we're going to go back up to the top. Now the water in the bottom there is just in case you fall down your mine shaft. It's about a 100 block drop and you don't want to go with that. So, enchanting. We're going to enchant some gear now. This will help with our overall efficiency of mining out these diamonds and make it really worth our while. So I'm just shuffling around a lot of our profession blocks. So we're going to have all the lecterns along here with the librarians. As you can see, I put down a lectern block. Well, I dig up a lectern block like this. As you can see, the villager returns to normal. You put it down, he links back up to it, and there we go. Now you can see one there, we pushed him in the air and put a little hatch above him, so he's going to stay with his block. Helps us keep track of who's who. It'll be very important later. I'm just doing a little conversion work here on our wood farm. In the block behind where we put the bamboo before, I've put water and we have put sugarcane in. I'll also replace the first crafter with a chest and fire it up, so instead of creating bamboo it creates sugarcane, and sugarcane we can convert into paper. Paper is going to be very important going forwards because we need to make a lot of trades. So now we have our sugarcane. You can see we've got some paper there. Now this librarian has a couple of enchanting books that we want. I will go into further detail on the different enchants and everything in a later episode, and I will go through very briefly once we're done here what we are looking for in this instance. So because he has some of what we want, I'm going to stick a sign in front of his workspace and put on them what it is, so it's easy to find later on. And then we trade with him and it locks in those items that he has. It's a bit dark over here. I'm just going to stick a torch over here. I am quite paranoid about bad guys getting in here. So as you can see, he wants to trade 24 paper for 1 emerald. We will do that. His little experience bar goes up, and that is him locked in. You cannot change his trade anymore. He will forever give us what he has here. Silk touch is quite an important one. We'll come to this at a later time, and we'll work our way down, see who has what and what is most usable for us. Efficiency 4 is another very good one, so we shall continue with him. But you may be wondering, what if they don't have a book that we want? Well, as you can see here, I have set up a sticky piston and we've put a lever on it, and we can use these to reset the trades of our villagers. So you just put it on, flick it on, flick it off, and as you can see it moves the block backwards and forwards. And the act of moving the profession blocks does in fact reset the villagers' trading options. So as you can see here, we'll put it down. We've got a space between it and the lectern. Flick it off, flick it off. As you can see, disconnected and reconnected to it. No, it's not any options we really want there. So we'll come back and we'll do it again. As you can see there, he properly changed his gear there. But still nothing that we are particularly after. I don't think his changed much at all. So we'll continue like this until he gives us an enchantment book that we want. still on this side. This is a process that can take a very long time. It's completely luck of the draw as to what they offer you. There's quite a lot of enchantments that are just really not worth it. You've got to make sure that you're quick with your lever flicking in case they try to run away. Now, we need lots more diamonds to purchase our enchanting books, so we shall go around our various villages, see what they have, see what we want from them, and we shall make trades. Obviously this locks them into what they have, which is why we check them out first. I mean, to be fair, it's the librarians that are the primary ones we need to be a bit more selective about. As you can see, if you have something that they want to trade, they will hold up an emerald for you. They're saying, look, I've got emeralds for what you have. And if you have emeralds, they will start to show you what they have to trade for. Now, this guy doesn't look too bad. Ideally we want to get to the iron ingot trade, because that is going to get us a lot of emeralds. So we just need to trade with him using coal until he moves up into his apprentice level. Now I actually use an add-on here that shows me what all the different levels will show. You can download various add-ons or go for the luck of the draw. So now we can trade for iron bars. Thanks to the iron farm we have as many as we need, and he has traded up until you get the little X. He won't trade any further today. He needs to sleep, rest and reset himself, and the following day his price will be a little bit higher. They do work on a supply and demand sort of structure, but the day after he will return to his normal price of 4 ingots for an emerald. And we just keep on going until we get enough emeralds to start to buy our books. And as you can see, we're going to need 4, I believe it is, and we're going to come up and we're going to claim back our diamond pickaxe that we crafted and used for the obsidian mining for the nether portal. And then we're going to come back down to an anvil that we set up. You create an anvil using just iron blocks and iron ingots, and then we're going to use that to apply the books to our pickaxe. So to do that, you just select it, you put your pickaxe in one slot, or whatever item you want to enchant in the first slot, and then decide which enchantment you're going to put on. Usually it's a good idea to put one of the higher level ones on first, and as you can see it has what's called an enchantment cost. This costs you levels. So as you can see, we were level 40, put this one on, enchantment cost 6, now we are down to level 34. This is where your levels and your experience are going to become very important. It's going to take some time to gain full enchants and get full enchanted equipment. So as you can see there, you can combine books together, so you've got one book with multiple enchantments, and you can just continue plugging these on till you have a fully powered up piece of equipment, and this is as far as we are taking this pickaxe. So what do we have on it? We have Fortune 3. This means when you dig out anything, any ores or anything, you're going to get more of them. Unbreaking means that it reduces in durability less for each block you break. The efficiency 4 means that you mine quicker. And the mending is a very special one. It means that when you get experience, instead of instead of gaining levels, you will in fact heal the durability of whichever items you have selected at the time. Put a regular block down there so it's easy to spot. So We'll get our special pickaxe, and as you can see, it is so quick to dig out all these blocks. And look at all those diamonds we have exploding out. If you're mining regular blocks like this, the Fortune 3 does not give you extra regular blocks. It's just if you're getting iron, diamonds, redstone, things like that, you will get extra. I've built the area back up so we can squish back down to continue. This is what I mean by you can get so much stuff with just these enchantments, which is why I wanted to squeeze this into this episode. I'll continue building that up. We'll get these diamonds. Wow, that's quite a chunk of diamonds we managed to acquire there. I think we are going to be well on our way to crafting ourselves a full set of armour and swords and everything. So I'm just expanding out the little mining area that we have here. Just pushing it back, and we're going to put little entranceways and trapdoors with gaps of 3 between. And just so you can see that I believe at some point I eventually uncover a bit of redstone down here, and you can see that the Fortune 3 and the efficiency all works with things like that as well. I'm actually quite looking forward to getting back into that cavern we found. That will be quite profitable for all that redstone. There you go, see the redstone just explodes out. So now we are really making some good headway for our base. So I'm going to continue seeing what we can do, craft us up some gear, and next time we shall probably have a look a bit more at enchanting in detail. So thank you for joining me. I hope you had fun and you've learned some stuff from this episode. I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.